What's going on, guys? OddManMC back at you with another tutorial video here in Minecraft, and today we're going to talk about something specific called pallets. Now, I don't claim to be a master builder or an expert at Minecraft. I just like to use the knowledge that I have and put it towards my builds, and I want to share it with you guys to help maybe make you a better builder than you are, or just a better builder than you were yesterday. Now, palettes in building for Minecraft, I like to think of basically like a color palette in painting. You have your different colors that you like to use on your painting that change it up, make it look different, and just kind of give you a lot to play with. For my example today, I'm going to be using these materials here. I have an oak log, a stripped oak log, oak slab, cobblestone, gravel, and an oak fence. That's just the very basic minimum. I might grab a few extra items as we go, and I'll show you guys that as we get there. As you guys will see, I didn't use the stripped oak log at all. I just didn't find a place for it, so I just kind of left it out, and I didn't mention it until now. Now for this example, I'm just going to do something very simple by making a path from over here all the way to our villager heads here. It's not going to be anything too complicated, but you can use these ideas in giant builds and little builds and little tiny details like these villager heads. You can use pallets anywhere. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of get a general layout for how I want this path to move, and I'm kind of imagining this is going to be a staircase one day, so it's going to come down and kind of loop around and go right towards these villager heads and kind of give that idea that, oh, these are very important and the people of this village really worship these heads, or they cherish them to where they're important and they want to keep them in close proximity, but also keep them in good shape because they're visiting them quite often. And there we go. I have a general kind of path going, and this you can adjust as we go, but just to kind of give me a general outline. Now we'll actually get into placing blocks and kind of seeing our palette unfold. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is my oak logs, and they're basically going to stand as a reminder of the direction of the path, and we can see that it's already moving this way, so I'll probably take out a few more blocks and as we go, and I'm trying to keep this as natural looking as possible, so I might add a couple here and there. I don't want to keep it very symmetrical, kind of just let it flow and let it go. I love natural looking builds, so if it looks like it's already part of the landscape, even better, and the more I do that, I think the better it looks. So our oak logs are in place just to kind of give a general direction with the path. I can make some adjustments as we go, and we'll go on to the next step. Now my next step can go one of two ways. Either we can start adding more details to the outer part of the path, or we can add some gritty details like texture to the path. So I think I'm going to start with texture, because texturing is one of my favorite things. I just have some gravel and some cobblestone, and I'm just going to kind of pepper it throughout the path just to kind of give it a different style of look. I like to use gravel because it kind of gives me, I don't know, kind of a callback to my roots as a child where I played in like gravel alleyways, and it kind of gives off that idea. I don't know if that was weird or not, but kind of go through there, and then we'll go back through with the cobblestone as well and just kind of give it its own touch, giving that same kind of feel. And we can use slabs kind of like this kind of to go up, which is perfectly fine. You can do whatever you would like, but this kind of just adds a little bit more, and you can see your palette already working, adding so much more to your build. And again, you don't have to use this with just paths. So you can do this with buildings, you can do this with farms, you can do this with a lot of stuff, honestly. All right, the path is textured, so I'm going to go through with these oak slabs and just kind of add them a little bit as some detail, and just kind of add a little bit more to these blocks, add more to the outer path, make them look kind of cool, and just add more. I know I'm going to be saying that a lot, but it really does add so much more, and you can already see it's still coming together really well. So I went ahead and grabbed some oak stairs and some spruce trap doors as well, just to kind of add more to the top of these oaks. I think it was looking just a little pale, and the spruce trap doors being my favorite block in the game, you can use them for such great detail, and they just add just a touch of contrast between the oak and the rest of the build. And then we can go in through with our stairs and just make them look really kind of fancy, is like how I would look at it. and it just adds a little peppered of detail to it. You don't have to add it to every single oak block, but you can add them wherever you want. And then we can go through with the oak fence. Sorry, my words were getting away from me. And we'll use the fences for some different ideas as well, but these serve as kind of good building blocks, and just overall they just add kind of like a railing to the path, and I really like the look of those. Overall, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. The only thing that I think we would need to add some is some lighting. So I'm going to use the oak fences as some lampposts and add some lanterns underneath, just to kind of give some nice light as we're going through this build. And maybe this one will actually even go both ways, just kind of like a street lamp. It's like that. And probably one, let's do it right here, up and over. And maybe we'll do one down here too, just to be safe. And you could do these in different variations. Like if you wanted to, you could just have it as a post with a lantern right there. And I actually kind of like that. It just adds a little bit of difference to it. And we'll add a lantern there and maybe even one right there. So we have our lighting, and I think it's looking pretty good. Now, I know that not everyone plays with shaders on, but you can see with just a very simple shader pack, like I'm using the BSL shaders here, this build actually looks really, really good. You get some nice shading from the light and the different refractions, and the blocks of the path cast just a little bit of a shadow, and you can feel that this build here actually has a direction. It shows you which way you want to go. The path blocks help, but I feel like adding the palette that we chose adds so much more to it than it would have been just with a path like this. And as I said before, I am not an expert at Minecraft. I just enjoy playing the game, and I wanted to share some of my knowledge that I've gained over the years of playing with you guys. But that is all the time I have for you today, guys. If you guys like this video, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more, and hit that bell so you can see whenever I'm uploading videos. And if you want to see more videos like this, please comment down below and say, hey, could you show me how to do this? Because I'd be happy to. I have some planned, but I want to know, what do you guys want to learn? But I'm going to get on out of here, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video again. Again, please hit that like button. It does help a lot. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers, at least at the time of this video. So I will see you guys next time. Always remember, the most important thing is to be odd and wash your hands. Peace, guys.